Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Now for today's video, I've been tagged from another video to do a challenge. The title of this challenge is Money's Funko Quarantine Challenge. Now I've been tagged to do this challenge by Oncloudtorri. So as always, if I do mention anyone in my videos, I will leave a link to their channels down below. So do check out her channel. So what the challenge is questions about Funko Pops and my collections. I know this video has been doing a few rounds on YouTube and has been done by a few people. So yeah, Oncloudtorri has tagged me to do the video myself. So we'll get on with the questions. There are a few of them, so I'll crack on straight away. So the first question is, what is my favourite line of Funkos to collect? This basically means the general Pop Funko line, Daubs, Pez, Mystery Minis, anything like that. So I would say my favourite collection would be the standard Funko Pop line. I haven't collected any Pez. I've never come across any. Any Mystery Minis and Daubs I've had a couple from mystery boxes. In general, I don't really collect them. Like I say, I've had them from mystery boxes. I have kept hold of them, but it's not a line that I really collect myself. So the standard Funko Pop line is my main focal point on my collection. So the second question is, if I could only collect one line of Funko Pops, what line would that be? My answer for this one would be, do I need to say Lord of the Rings? As everyone knows on my channel, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I am trying to collect as many of the Lord of the Rings Pops as I can at the moment. I am adding some more to my collection, which is nice. But yeah, because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, the Lord of the Rings line is the one line that I would collect if I only had to collect one line. So question 3 is, how far have I travelled to obtain a Pop vinyl for my collection? Now, I haven't really travelled far. My local town centre is probably as far as I've travelled. We used to have an HMV in my town. Not anymore, so I used to buy a few from there. But because we don't have an HMV now, the only places we have are probably supermarkets. Asda and Tesco are probably the best places to buy Pop vinyls, which is, it's a bit disappointing really. We don't have a Forbidden Planet anywhere near here. London is going to be the nearest one. I live closer to Brighton than I do London, so it's a bit far for me to travel personally just to buy a Pop vinyl. It's much easier just to buy them online, to be honest. I do have a small comic store in my local town. It's not great. I've seen Pops in there that you can buy in Smith's Toy Store for £10, and they're charging £17, vastly overpriced. So I tend not to buy Pops from there. There is another comic store, again very small, in a neighbouring town. I have bought one or two from there because I've seen Pops that I haven't seen in other stores, and sometimes I haven't even seen them online. I've just come across them, so I bought one or two Pops from a very small independent comic store in a neighbouring town. Other than that, like I say, I've not really travelled. I've not been abroad to America, anywhere like that, to buy Pops. But if I was to go on holiday to America at some point, I would definitely be looking out for Pop vinyls, anything like that. So yeah, not really travelled far, my local town. But other than that, I tend to buy them mainly online because it's just easier. You can just click on what you want, pay for it all by card, job done. You just wait a few days for it to turn up. It's much, much easier. But I have to say, it is nice to actually go into town and browse, because you always see something that you don't expect. So it is nice to actually be able to go into a store and and just browse, and see what's there. And question number 4 is, what is the earliest I've got up to grab a new Pop vinyl release? Now, here in the UK, we don't really sort of queue outside stores for Pop vinyl release. They get released in stores. They turn up in their deliveries. When the shop opens up in the morning, you just go in and you buy whatever Pop you want. It's not something that is very common over here. if I've seen something come up for pre-order, if it's a pop that I really like, I would pre-order it as soon as I see it come up on the website. I usually get email alerts from websites, so if there is a new pop vinyl pre-release pre-order, like I say, if it's something I want, I will pre-order it straight away. But other than that, I've not really gotten up early in the morning. I don't need to really, so that's an easy question to answer. Question number 5. My favourite pop retailer. I suppose I'll say probably Zavvi. I tend not to buy on the high street much. Like I say, it is much easier to buy online. So Zavvi is probably the one place I do buy most of my pops from. Pop in a Box, I've ordered a couple. But obviously Pop in a Box and Zavvi are both owned by the Hut Group. So yeah, Zavvi, Pop in a Box. I'd also say EMP is one of my favourites as well. Because they have the European Funko shop on their website. So you will sometimes find those more exclusive pops on the EMP website as well. And obviously EMP have their own EMP exclusives. They have had EMP pre-release stickered pops as well. So sometimes you'll find pops on their website that come out a little bit before other retailers get them. So yeah, Zavvi is always good. They have a great line, and sometimes they have like a 3 for 30 offer. Most of their pops tend to retail for about £11 or £12. But they do 3 for 30, and they have other offers as well. Pop in a Box, like I say, I bought a couple from them. I've not subscribed to Pop in a Box. It's something that I would look at doing at some point in the future. And yeah, EMP, another great store to order from. So they'll be my main ones. Have ordered from Double Box Toys as well. I've only ordered once from them, which I got my Panda Ball pop from, and it turned up in a very good condition. So yeah, I would say Double Box Toys. If I saw one on there that I couldn't find anywhere else. But yeah, my main ones: Zavvi, Pop in a Box, EMP, definitely. Question number 6 will be, who is my favourite pop YouTuber? I don't know many pop YouTubers. Really, the only YouTuber I watch is Oncloudtorri. She was called Torisaurus before. She has recently changed her name to Oncloudtorri. She's great to watch. I love Tori. She's so entertaining. She's good at what she does. She's quite funny. I'll leave a link to her channel down below. You have to check her out and do subscribe to her channel, because she's so good to watch. I follow her channel. I watch all her videos, and I know she does follow my channel as well. So hi Tori, if you're watching. Do check out her channel. Okay, question number 7 is, do I use PBG, which is the pop price guide? I haven't used PBG myself. 2 main apps that I do use is the Funko Pop app, and I use TPG, which is the Pop Directory, which is basically the UK version of the Funko app. I use both because sometimes it's a good idea to check both apps out if you're looking for an average value of a pop. So I will check the Pop Directory and the Funko app, and it gives you kind of a rough estimate as what pops are going for, because obviously they're going to differ between the UK and the American apps. So I do like to check both because it does give me that kind of general price area of what pops go for. But the main one I would use for UK pricing would be the Pop Directory. And also with these apps, you can check off what pops you've got. You can trophy them to say that you've got that pop, or you can heart them to say that that pop is on your wish list. So it's a great way of keeping track of what pops you own, and the current value of your collection as well. So yeah, if you don't have any of these apps, the Funko app is a good app to have. But if you're living in the UK, the Pop Directory, like I say, is the UK version. It's a great way of keeping track of your collection, especially if you have a massive collection. Again, question number 8 is, which pop in your collection is the least valuable? I've I don't think my collection is worth massive amounts. Most of my collection, I tend not to collect for value. I've got a couple of valued ones, but most of my pops tend to be average price. I'd say the least valuable one I've got is a gold chrome from the Marvel 10-year collection. I've got a gold Hulk, which I received in a mystery box, and I've got a gold Black Widow as well. They tend to be valued at around £5 or £6. So yeah, I'll probably say they're the least valuable in my collection. And question number 9 is the opposite of question number 8, is which in my collection is the most valuable. Again, like I say, most of mine tend to be average value. They tend to be £8, £10, £12 in my collection, because I collect for what I like and not for their value. But the most valuable one I do have in my collection is probably my Lord of the Rings double pack of Aragorn and Arwen. Last time I checked that out on the pop directory, it was valued at about £76. Again, it's not highly valuable compared to some pops, which can be worth, £150, £250. But for my collection, that I think that's the most valuable one I've got, and I think I have seen it go up to like £80, £82. It does fluctuate, but at the moment it's valued at around £76, something like that. Number 10 is which flocked pop vinyl is my favourite in my collection. Unfortunately, I don't actually own any flocked pop vinyls. I've seen a couple that I like. It's not a range that I've really been bothered about collecting. I've seen a couple of flocked ones. I recently purchased the Panda Pool pop from Double Box Toys. There was a flocked chase version available, which I didn't get, but because I like the Deadpool range of pops, I would probably buy the flocked Panda Pool at some point. But flocked pops aren't really a big deal for me. Like I say, if there's a particular character I like and it's flocked, I might buy it, but I don't have any flocked vinyls in my collection at the moment. And on to question number 11, is which pop in my collection has the best mould? I'm not sure. I would say a couple of pops I've purchased that I think are quite cool is the Thor. It was the one where he's carrying both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. And for me, that was probably one of the best moulds. The pose itself, the detail on the figure itself, with Thor's hair, his outfit as well, and also the detail on both the hammers that he's carrying as well. Older pops, when pops first came out, they were quite generic, quite basic. But since then they've got much more detailed. There's more variety in the poses that you can get in pop vinyls, and yeah, the detail is getting better and better. So I think in my collection, the Thor carrying both these hammers is one of the best moulds that I have in my collection. On to question 12, which is which pop could have more room for improvement. Like I say, the older pops, when they first came out, were more generic. I'm not sure, that's a difficult one. Just trying to think which pop could have more room for improvement. If I was going to say, I'll say the Chrome range. The Chrome range, I think when they thought about bringing those out, they were kind of meant to have some sort of, I don't know if they were meant to be limited or, I know some of them were like special editions. I think they were trying to give them more collectability, and although some of them can have nice detail, the detail is hidden in the shininess of the chrome colour, and although some of them can be quite nice, I think it's a line of pops that just kind of failed. So I think if there was a line of pops that needed more improvement, I'll probably say the Chrome range. I know I own a couple myself because they were characters that I liked. and the Hulk one I got in a mystery box anyway. But I just think it's a line that they come up with that was meant to be better than it actually was, and they're still releasing chrome pops, and I don't know why. There are very few that hold a lot of interest to me. So yeah, the chrome line for me would be the line that needs the most improvement, to be honest. So we're coming up to the last couple of questions now. Question 13 is, which in my collection is my least favourite? I would probably say, let me think. I'll probably say again the chromes. Like I say, it's just a line that kind of had a lot of potential, and just it didn't really do much for pop vinyls. A lot of people hate them. I've heard people say that the chrome pops have a greasy feel to them. I can't say I've looked at this myself. I don't take my pops out of the box, so I can't say myself personally whether my chrome pops feel greasy. But I have heard a lot of people say that chrome pops are greasy. I can't say if I have any other least favourites. I mean, I only generally collect pops because they're ones that I like. But maybe ones I've got in mystery boxes, perhaps. I've got a couple of there's a couple of Marvel ones. I think there's an Infinity War, which was I can't remember the guy's name. The guy from Infinity War that can move things with his mind. I forget what his name is now. But yeah, I got him in a mystery box. And I think it's just because it wasn't one like a character I was too keen on collecting. Although I like the Marvel pops, it wasn't a character that was necessary for me to add to my collection. I had Ulysses Klaus as well, which is another one of the Marvel ones. And although it's a nice pop, it's nicely detailed, but it's just another character that I wasn't too fussed about adding to my collection. It's not a character that I had particular interest in. So that's a nice pop. It's just something that I wasn't too fussed. It's nice, but yeah. But I think in general, I would say the chrome pops are my least favourite. Other than that, it will be ones that I've probably received in mystery boxes, where they're characters that I don't mind, but they're just not ones that I would personally buy myself. And so for the last question, question 14 is, which is my favourite pop vinyl in my collection? Now, another obvious one is the same, which is my most valuable, which is my Lord of the Rings Aragorn and Arwen twin pack. It was very limited edition. I think when it came to the UK, it was exclusive to Tesco. I did get it for a good price because at the time I had some Tesco Club Card vouchers. So I used some of those vouchers. I think originally the pot was £25. And I think after I used my vouchers, I got it for about £12.50. And of course now the pop is valuing for about, £70, £75, something like that. So, but apart from its value, it's my favourite pop because it's just a nice pop. I like Lord of the Rings. It's probably definitely the best one in my Lord of the Rings collection, and the best one in my collection overall, purely because it was quite a limited run. It did sell out very quickly, so I was lucky to get hold of it. And it's just a really nice pop. I don't think they've done another Arwen pop on her own, so I would like to see another Arwen pop. Maybe something in her green wedding gown that they had in the film, something like that. Maybe they could do a movie moment. There was a moment in the film where she's sitting on like a stone bench and she's reading her book. I think maybe they could do something like that as a movie moment. So it'd be nice to see some more Arwen pops coming out in the Lord of the Rings range. So that is it for the questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just another quick thank you for Oncloudtorri for tagging me to do this challenge. It's been fun. It's also been very difficult, but I have enjoyed it. Yeah, there were some difficult questions. Some of them weren't too bad to answer. Some of them are quite easy. But I think having to choose least and favourite pops, things like that, although I don't have a huge collection, it is difficult to try and choose a favourite, because obviously you collect pops because you like them. So it's quite difficult to choose something that is a favourite. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you will be notified of any future videos that I upload. Do like and share as well. I do appreciate the support from you guys, so if you can share my videos, please do, because any further support I can get is much appreciated. And do also leave a comment down below as well if you like the video. I have also been getting some questions for a future Q&A video that I would like to do at some point. So if you do have any questions for me, whether it's about my unboxing videos, my pop vinyl collection, or whether it's just a question about me in general, do leave a question down below. If you have already asked me a question, do feel free to ask some more, because the more questions I can get, the more questions I'll have for you guys in the upcoming video. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks very much. Bye bye.